He just told me, he did something. There was 2 people gone that would not be back. He said, I'm a killer.
Prosecutors rested their case today in the death penalty trial for Wade Wilson. Jurors will start deliberating tomorrow.
Riveting testimony in the Lee County Courthouse. You just heard from Wilson's own father, who told the jury about the moments he says he learned his son was a killer. NBC2's Samantha Servin joins us live at the Justice Center in downtown Fort Myers with the bombshell testimony.
Kelly, Peter, Wade Wilson was the last to face the question if he was going to testify, and he chose not to, which means closing arguments are right around the corner, and then it's up to the jurors. Do they think Wade Wilson is guilty of killing Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz?
Made a decision in that regard?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Okay, very well.
Wade Wilson's decision marks the end of the testimony phase of his trial. Today, we heard from DNA analysts and medical examiners, detectives, and forensics technicians. But the most intense moments came from no expert.
How do you know Wade Wilson?
He's my son.
Stephen Testaseca is Wilson's biological father. Back on October 7th, 2019, he got call after call from his tattoo-covered son.
He just told me, he did something. There was 2 people gone that would not be back. He said, I'm a killer. I just told him to call me back. I just thought it was another story.
Wilson may be charming and a storyteller, but at that moment, his father said Wilson wasn't lying. Testaseca recalls Wilson telling him how he met Christine Melton at a bar and ended up at her home.
He said he got on top of her and choked her. He said, I choked that bitch.
Hours later, while driving Melton's car, he said Wilson ran into Diane Ruiz, somehow got her into the car, and choked her too.
He said that he pulled her out of the car and realized that she was still breathing. He said he got back in the car and ran her over until she looked like spaghetti.
We do know DNA experts tied Wilson to Melton's crime scene. His DNA found on the clothing she was wrapped in. Ruiz's blood found inside Melton's car along with her cell phone. Wilson showed no emotion as evidence continued to pile up. His biological dad ultimately turned him over to police, worried that if he didn't, Wade would kill again.
What's his demeanor as he's telling you?
He was excited.
When you say excited, what do you mean by that?
I felt like he was wanting me to feel the way he felt about it.
Did he seem proud of it?
Yes.
Did he seem to show any kind of remorse?
No, ma'am.
And was he able to go into great detail about both of these ladies' deaths?
Yes, ma'am.
Detectives say Wilson not only confessed to his father, but to them as well in a jailhouse interview. I'll be here tomorrow as the jury deliberates and bring you a verdict as soon as they have one. If convicted, only 8 of 12 jurors have to recommend death in order for the judge to consider it. I'm live and local in downtown Fort Myers. Samantha Servin, NBC2.